worst case scenario with the core removal is either a system reset or a total loss of function. But I'm not afraid. A quiet death should have been my fate long ago. A core is completely different from a heart. It's like another vital organ entirely. I never believed it could be a true replacement for what I sought. But in the end, it turns out the core was more useful to me. Pretty funny when you think about it. It's like the punchline of my entire life. Do you think there's any difference between a puppet and a human? If not, then this would just be another samsara. I have already part of me want.
Sanjoni will succeed.
She will. That's right. And I...
Who are you? Call me Sonnet. Oh, goodness. Columbina hyposelenia. It was... friends. Huh? Oh, sorry. Do you mean the other... Wow, you Oh, it's alright. You could say we... When did you get here? How long has it been? I can't say for sure, but it feels like it's been forever. We don't have far to go. The place where my sisters and I are based is just up ahead. Don't worry, they're both really nice. I'll introduce you. Sisters! I'm back! And look who I brought with me! It's our lovely little sister, born in the far future. The pleasure is all mine. Allow me to introduce you to Columbina hyposelenia. This is Arya, the goddess of the eternal moon. And this is Canon, goddess of the frost. It's fine.
You seem shy. Don't worry, Columbina
Could you tell me where you... Please.
This is where Tevat's original ruler, the Dragon King Nibelung, imprisoned the moon goddesses.
What? You're scaring her. No, please.
Nibelung, our original master,
but he left this
day and night.
The great ruler of the firmament.
The heavenly principles.
Is that what later we coexist?
Slowly, however, we came to realize...
And you didn't...
No. There was an... We wanted to know... All right.
Later, we discovered that this great ruler of the firmament bore an almost paranoid hostility toward the desire of certain life forms to seek power. Or perhaps they feared them. They would even cast down celestial nails as manifestations of their power, to punish the civilizations of the world below.
Only this was far beyond mere punishment.
Right. Their rules brought order, but the price people paid for merely testing the limits of those rules was far too great. I did everything in my power to help the punished escape catastrophe, but still, too many lives were lost.
The ancestors of the Frost Moon Scions were some of the ones you helped.
But just when we had decided to take countermeasures, the Dragon King, Nibelung, returned.
And so began the War of Funerary Flame.
So, that's the name the world gave that war in the future.
Well, who won in the end? As far as I know, the Heavenly Principles won, although it came at a great cost. They remained in Teyvat, where they continue to rule to this day. And the world's original master, the Dragon King Nibelung, was destroyed. And what of the moons? Are there still 3 moons and...
You can tell us...
The eternal and iridescent... So death fire... But...
A moon goddess cannot live without her moon, Columbina.
She's right.
Our souls may...
Then... I'm sorry.
There's no need to... If anything, if only we decided to...
All the more reason. Instead, we should focus... Don't you see, Columbina? Your story is not yet over. Is that not why you are here?
It's done. Initiate numerological array. Continue running primary process. Calculate the world's fate through extrapolation. Secondary process? Scan for... Still 4. Wait, let me think. Is it possible that there's something I've been misunderstanding about the moons all along? I know where potential variables within the world come from. So what about the moons? Like their life or death, for instance. What if being alive or dead makes no difference to a moon? But that's so strange. Even immortal gods can die. Why would the... Wait! Wait! If alive or dead is considered a variable, we might have had this wrong the whole time. Initiate secondary process. Scan again. This time filtering out interfering perimeter. Moon marrow. I don't... Why? Redo the scan. Narrow the results to living moons and real moons. No. Why? Why is it... What is this, Columbina? Has the world lied to us? Or are you the one pulling the wool over our eyes?
So, you think that the moon's reflection might be where Nibelung imprisoned the 3 Moon Sisters?
Yes, it would explain a lot, such as why that space would respond to a moon goddess's power, opening the moon gate at her command. It would also explain why Miss Columbina has been unable to leave, and why time flows in reverse there.
In the messages she sent, Columbina promised us she'd find a...
The fact that she still has yet to reappear in this world...
So you're saying...
Yes, she certainly wouldn't leave it to this late stage when... I've been giving this some thought, and I've come to believe that Luana's Har might be an anchor that she left behind, as a sort of future waypoint. This could also explain why Luana's Har is always by the Traveler's side.
Sounds like a plausible... The question is...
Hello? Listen up! This is extremely important! Not only is Columbina alive, but I'm still unclear.
Truly amazing.
I'm sure we all feel the same.
I'll keep my calculations going.
How can the dead moon still live? And Luanatar.
It's...
Our authority is linked to the most fundamental rules of Teyvat.
I didn't realize that when you said friends, you meant people who live down in Teyvat. That's so lovely.
Have you ever tried leaving this prison?
Of course. Between us, we've tried everything. But no matter where we go, this space will eventually bring us back here.
It's like the center of a whirlpool. Everything ultimately converges here, at the moment when Nibelung imprisoned us.
In that case, have you tried using any of those pathways that connect this space to the real world?
Sorry? What are those?
They're passages through which you can make small-scale changes to reality. Or am I the only one who can use those passages?
Kuvaki.
You don't know? It's a unique kind of elemental energy found only in Nodcry, the land from which the moons arose.
Oh. Well, it's true that the moons first rose up from the part of Teyvat, you say, but there is no difference in the element.
What?
Could you show us some of this Kuvaki? Hyposelenia?
Okay.
Isn't that just your power?
What? But it's everywhere in Nodcry. In the air, in the land. Even the creatures who live there have adapted to its influence.
How curious. This Kuvaki certainly did not exist anywhere in the world before we were imprisoned.
Let alone influence living creatures. So,
This is so strange.
Columbina,
Yes.
you mean...
this sounds extremely risky. The Three Moons' powers are not mutually compatible. Concentrating...
I know.
Even so, Nibelung constructed this realm specifically to prevent no moon goddess can.
What if... Where do we even start? How are we supposed to figure out what we're meant to do to help Columbina?
Columbina?
If she really got to the beginning of time in there, you don't think she'd...
Columbina may not talk a lot, but she thinks deeply about issues like this.
Let's review what we know. This is the Columbina who fought alongside us against the Reykir of Solnari, and with whom we celebrated Moon Prayer Night. She knows our personalities, our ways of doing things, even our unique strengths and abilities. So, if she wanted to tell us something from a long, long time ago, what would she do? Oh. Traveler, you once said that those golden ripples also appeared when Luanatar was born. What if Columbina left Luanatar here, not just as an anchor to the real world, but for some other purpose? If she is part of Columbina, and Columbina knows that I can see past events through her...
Oh yeah! Like when you peeked into Rarer's past through his heart!
Nefer, wait! If you're right about this, and you can really see past events through Luanatar, your eyes, they'll...
Oh, I know. Looking at Rerir's past in Conria was already enough of a strain on my eyes. Looking this far back into the past, it'll surely blind me. But it's our only chance. This is the only way.
Boss.
We spoke about...
But...
What's wrong? I'd be overjoyed if I were you. This day's come a lot earlier than either of us expected. I need to know you'll honor our agreement, Yehoda. Promise me.
Yes, Boss Neff. I promise.
Are you sure you don't want some time to think this through?
What is there to think through? I should have gone blind after our battle with Rerir. Frankly, it's almost criminal that I got away with it for this long.
Then at least let me take some precautions on your behalf. And if you really do lose your sight, I'll visit your office every day and make sure you're well looked after.
Oh, please, anything but that. I was actually ready to go through with this. Are you trying to scare me into backing out?
As if I...
All right, enough.
All done.
Good. Come on then, little one. Show me what happened in the past.
Between the Trilunar Authority, I think I might know how to get back. Time to go talk it over with... I hope it's not... Come on.
It seems you have reached... I'm all ears.
Have you figured it out? Tell us. How do you plan to leave this place?
I intend to die here, in this moment. And then be reborn in the future with the help of my friends. What are you saying? How can the and how will you inform these future friends of your plans? You can't exactly leave oracles. Nothing can escape this place. And even if you found a way, what if they never find them? No, that won't happen. Come again? They will find my message. I'm sure of it.
I'm not following. How exactly will you achieve this?
It's quite simple, really. First, I will leave my soul here.
I see it.
Your soul? You mean... you're a divinity?
Yes. I once left a portion of my soul in the future. One so small that this prison barely noticed anything. In this very moment, she can resonate with my soul across time. When the time comes, I believe that she can serve as an anchor to...
Just as gravity connects the world to the moon.
Exactly. In the future, where I came from, the moon has been cast beyond the false sky, but I can still feel that it in a similar way. I can feel a connection to the soul fragment I left behind even now. My friends can use it to detect my presence. But how do you just leave your soul here? Is that even possible? On my way here, I met an ordinary mortal who entered this place long before I did. Her body is long gone, but her soul remains. And before that, I encountered an old enemy whose entire soul survives here intact. While the power...
So, perhaps this space is specific...
Still, even if your body can escape, would it not just be a lifeless husk without the soul inside? Wait, is that what you meant when you said you wouldn't leave?
Yes. I shall turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Nodcry. That power shall protect the land and quietly blend into it, awaiting my soul's return in the future. However, I cannot do this on my strength alone. I would need your help to do this.
Oh, dear sister, you need not be so formal. As I said before, we are but remnants of a bygone age. You, on the other hand, were born alone in that distant future, and you have walked a long and lonesome road since then. How could I bear to let your story end here in this dungeon? Don't forget, we are your sisters, your family.
Arya's right. Actually, I've always wanted a little sister. Can you imagine how it's been for me? Getting nagged by 2 older sisters all the time. Now, I finally get to be the big sis. And not just that, but I get to help you return to your world, too. How could I say no to that?
Sonnet.
Kennen?
I'm sorry. I know this is a bold request. The Frost Moon is rightfully yours, and it remains intact.
Oh, no, please, don't misunderstand me, Columbina. I was just... You cannot imagine. For the 3 of us, if your plan can... Besides, the 3 of us have been together since the day we were born. I could never abandon them to live on alone without them.
Kennen...
Still, I do have one question.
Certainly.
Why do you cover your eyes?
Yeah, I was curious about that too. But it seemed personal, so I didn't want to intrude.
There was a time when I refused to look upon the world. I believed it was full of nothing but lies and falsehoods. I wished to hide my feelings, seal my heart, until I could return to my true home.
I see. Perhaps that decision saved you from ever having to see the false sky again. But at the same time, you likely missed out on many true... Promise me this, Columbina. When you return to the future, open your eyes, take a look at the world around you, and see your friends. I'm sure that you know this already, given that you love... But that is your true home. Give me your hand, Columbina. Arya, Sonnet, you too.
Okay.
All right.
We once were the song sung for eternity, but now it is you who must continue to sing.
We once were the tides in the great river of time, but now we subside, and you arise.
We were the messengers of madness and inspiration. But now, the lies have faded, and your truth must endure.
We are souls awaiting the sun. You must return to be with those who smile when they see your face.
Is it done?
Yes. We have transferred the authority over all 3 moons to Columbina Hyposelenia. From this moment on, she is the Tri-Lune Goddess, the one and only moon goddess of this world.
Thank you. Thank you, my sisters.
Now go, and do what you believe is right, Columbina Hyposelenia.
Be aware that we cannot grant you the power of the 3 moons beyond these prison walls. The conflict that arose over their remains following our disappearance will still take place.
I understand. Sisters! Oh, my body... it feels...
Now that we have given up our power and authority, our bodies are merely mortal shells.
It's okay, Sonnet. The end must come for every god, just as it does for...
We have one final request, Columbina. Could you use the 3 moons' power to send us back into the real world? Now that we have lost our powers, I doubt this space will seek to hold us further. It's just... we would like to spend our final moments together in the only place we ever called home.
Of course. Sonnet. Yes. Don't... I wish I could tell her not to give in to the abyss. Not to be afraid. But is this really what I should say at this moment? Don't forget. I'm so glad to have a big sister like... I'm okay. I'm not afraid. As long as my sisters are with me, I won't be afraid. It looks like... this is goodbye, sisters.
Goodbye, Columbina.
Take care of this world in our stead.
I will. And now, it's time for me to bid farewell to my body too. May it become the moonlight. So this is why Notcry was not always home to Kuvaki. It only appeared after I poured my body out upon this land. And only Kuvaki responds to me because it is me, and the golden energy I've encountered on my way here was, in fact, that very soul. O power Tri-Lune, eternal moonlight. I, Columbina Hyposelenia, lay aside my body. Let it be cast into the dark night to illuminate the future. May it be a companion to all who dwell beneath the moon. Until the time comes for me to return home.
What? Can you still see? How many fingers am I?
I see 2 fingers, and a look of sheer terror on your face.
Truly astounding. Or is the credit for this miracle due to...
Surely you jest, Miss. I suspect we have Columbina to thank. She must have realized there is always...
She chose despite being...
We still don't even know it.
I'll get you...
Well, based on the information we now have, let's figure out...
Thanks to these gentlemen, we have a much clearer picture of the situation with Dottore. The civilian population has been moved to safety, so we no longer need to hold back.
Miss Androne, how are the calculations going?
So far, so good. I'll keep seeing how far I...
There's still a long road.
Our plan is clear.
There's just never enough time.
All right, we'll do our part too.
Yeah.
Albedo's theory says that, but I'm no expert in building elemental defenses. Sounds like something out of the advanced elemental theory section of the library. Whew.
You seem quite troubled.
Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't get a little flustered when they're completely out of...
You were the very picture of confidence back when you approached the Hexen Circle.
Yeah, I could have been faking it through that whole meeting for all you know. Who's to say I'm not just a ball of nerves in a charming and gregarious package?
Oh gosh, really? I'm so sorry, I had no idea. Well, you're all the braver for it.
Still, I was much more in my comfort zone than I am here. Things have never looked bleaker than they do now.
Oh, you think so? Actually, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Tevat has faced annihilation many times.
Hey, don't give me that. It's not like I'm anyone special.
I disagree. Every human born in this world is special. We angels have always believed that.
In that case, this...
I thought you might say that.
I'm sure Alice, in her great wisdom, sent you here precisely to help us in this difficult...
Well, that has less to do with her wisdom, and more to do with my power.
Of course. Well, the thing is, these elemental Duran's findings from his patrols make... It's not realistic to complete... If Miss Sandroni's calculations are correct... Anyway, her calculation, it's up to us to slow Dottore...
Are you asking me to help you with building the
No. I'd like you to prepare for... When he eventually reaches us, we will have to fight him.
Oh. Can I take it that you...
Well, technically...
You're cashing in on this much soon.
Well, yeah. The way things are going?
Very well. The mages... To tell the truth, Alice and I had already discussed how we might help you all, so I didn't come empty-handed.
This is... Wow. Yeah. This is great. Seriously, thank you.
It's been many long years since I had a chance to... Anyway, Knight of Boreas, please accept this. Go now. May the angel's blessing deliver you safely to your destiny.
here.
Sandrone! How are things going?
Glad you asked.
Hey!
Whatever.
Wow!
This meter, once it's finished...
What do you mean?
Whatever. I'll share the data with you. There.
Wow! Look at that!
About time you recognize. Anyway, that's all. That might sound hard. I'm kinda stuck here while the formula's running, so I need you to be my second pair of eyes in the meantime.
Traveler.
Twins!
Fairly well.
Ooh!
To be honest, I am conserving my...
Say you get into the zone like this real...
I consider it rest well.
Yes, Miss Moonchanter? What are you
You always address me in the strangest ways. Lady Moonchant.
Yes, and? Are either of those incorrect?
Not as such. It's just that I simply call you Nefer.
Uh-huh. That's my name. What?
The point...
Meaning what?
That... maybe we're on friendlier...
Is that how you...
Never! Wilma!
Paimon!
Just swinging by?
Don't worry about...
And I give my... Ah, yes. All done. You're both in good shape.
You're welcome.
Paimon will keep an eye...
I'm glad to hear it. Take...
Sure thing!
Thankfully, Miss Nicole has come to our...
Golden Flame. Based on the situation.
Albedo! Durin!
Hello there.
Are you well rested?
That's good to hear. As per the plan, as Dottores...
We fought I believe this.
Here they come. That's quite a horde.
As we expected.
Get ready, everyone! Take your positions, and prepare to engage.
Let's begin.
I'm at the ready.
Water jet! Observe. Close your eyes. To dust. Be silent.
It all adds up.
Absurd! Seek within. No more lies.
These creatures cannot stand against us.
Oh, fighting talk. Just don't let your guard down.
That goes without saying. I'm hardly the risk taker in this group.
Excuse me? No more lies. The deception ends here.
For the everlasting forest. Leave this one.
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. Seek within.
Let's see what you're made of.
It all...
Watch out! A turning point in this! That was easier than I thought.
Naturally.
What do you mean?
Is it because...
Go!
No more lies. It all adds up. The mystery unravels.
With one heart, we pray. You poor lost lamb.
Close your eyes. People have always used fire to drive away wild beasts.
Wouldn't a lantern work just as well?
You read my mind, my dear friend. I was just about to say that.
All right then, dear friend. Bring the light!
Yeah! Go!
Close your eyes. Be silent.
The deception ends here. It all adds up.
Leave this place.
Water jet!
Close your eyes. To dust. Be silent.
You're looking well. I trust you've had a good couple of days.
Dottore.
It's actually a good thing, in my view. If the subjects of my experiment were to die prematurely, it would throw quite a wrench in the works. And so, I must thank you all for your resilience. We are no longer on the same level, but you are nonetheless worthy of my respect. A creator god should be merciful and gracious. And in any case, it... experiment begins. With the marrow of the three moons in my hand, behold the false moons fall!
Water jet!
For the everlasting forest. Forest?
Can't hide the truth. Seek within.
Wipe out! Water jet!
Close your eyes. Be silent.
Night falls.
To me!
The mystery unravels. No more lies.
By the frost moon of old.
Observe. Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
How dumb!
Close your eyes.
Night falls.
First, like an ant in my palm.
Oh. I've been moved inside another space. And it's sealed off. Looking at the structure of it, it seems like Dottore intends to trap us here. There's no exit. Our endurance is about to be put to the test.
Did you honestly think that would hit me?
Leave this place. Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Entropy bends to me.
Can't hide the truth.
Our last land.
Water jet! Bombs away!
Forest, protect us.
No more lies.
How dumb! Did you honestly think that would hit me?
Leave this place.
Found you!
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
How dumb!
Water jet!
Tell me, where will you try scurrying off to next?
Looks like Dottore has opted for a divide and conquer strategy. But we will not allow him to triumph. Now, I shall pray for our victory. Grave transgression.
No more love.
Be shackled! Foul!
Absurd.
Be annihilated, that which cannot stand against me.
What's this supposed to be? A knockoff version of the space Columbina got trapped in? There really is no way out. We'll see about that, Dottore.
My apologies, I had not intended to take your teammates.
But you have a choice.
Obey, and I can release them.
Excellent deal, if you ask me. Won't you consider?
I'm aware you've been working on some little tricks to surprise me with, but it appears that none of them have come to fruition. My guess would be that you're trying to bring Columbina back. But then, where is Sandrone? Or are you trying to buy time for her? I always found their friendship to be a curious phenomenon. Speaking of Columbina, I once saw her as like a younger sister. We got along quite amicably while she was with the Fatui. But then one day she suddenly decided she would refuse to take part in any further experiments. To this day, I truly don't understand what I could have done to upset her so much. It's such a pity. I could have had a sister.
You're not fit to be...
That I can't... So many people, all obsessed with playing out the same tired old dramas. This world is rotten to the core. And then there's you. You had every opportunity to reach the right conclusion. The thought of killing you off like this? But I maintain that I approached you in good faith, so I will offer you another chance. Will you work with me? You have until I count to 10 to make your choice. 1, 2, 3.
Not in a million.
Huh? What a pleasant surprise.
You're as sick and twisted as ever. Don't fool yourself into thinking anyone's grateful for the chances you're offering.
Sandrone? But the formula...
Funnily enough, I was just discussing a collaboration opportunity with the Traveler, and then I see you.
Gone to wait.
I said that everyone would get one chance, and you've used yours to march right back into the lion's den. So...
And what makes you think I believe a word that comes out of your mouth?
I was planning on disposing of your little formula after wrapping up more urgent business here. But since you've taken the trouble of serving it... Is this your life's work? This piece of trash? Your formula runs too slowly, Sandrone. You put your hope for success on others instead of fighting dirty. That is why you have failed. Now, whom should I slay first? Any volunteers? No one? How nice of you to leave the decision to me. Oh, how unexpected. Sandrone, any last words for me, comrade?
Is there anything you wish for?
Not really. But I've always known what I don't want. Go to hell, Dottore.
No!
And now, you have failed. Now you see how fragile mechanical contraptions are. Just a gentle tap, and they fall to pieces. However keen of an inventor Sandrone may have been, her death spells the end of the formula that was running inside her body. Of course, I have to commend her for making it this far. As her now, it is my count was interrupted, but the second chance I extended to... By now, I'm sure you have gained a greater appreciation for the power and... Not in the mood to talk. I'll change the topic to something more apropos. Sandrone was always like this, never trusting anyone, always so reluctant to share her research with them. Objectively speaking, she had her strengths. It is remarkable how she extracted and even optimized the world formula from so much data. But her inability to trust was her undoing. Had she allowed someone else to monitor or run the formula for her, you might still have a chance at victory even now. But regrettably, she was a stubborn fool. As much as it pains me, she had to go.
Dottore, maybe this is news to you, but people can change. Columbina surprised you when she escaped. And I think Sandrone would surprise you too.
Shit.
You can twist the truth however you want, but I see...
Is that... By this point, what can you hope to do about it? It is pointless to fight on. You've already lost.
Wrong. You can't win this, Dottore.
What?
My formula can get us 90% of the way. It will connect you to Columbina. Then, I will bring the formula's output to the Traveler's side. For the last 10%, do whatever it takes. Just bring the moon down.
The moon will never be yours!
I turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Nodcry. My soul I leave here to inform my future friends. Lastly, I will hide the Trilune Authority within the Frost Moon. And when my body, soul, and authority are reunited, finally...
Columbina!
It's been too long.
touching reunion. Though I personally find myself repulsed by the sight of weaklings huddled together for war. Now, if you're quite finished patting yourselves on the back, show me how long you can struggle before you drown.
Watch out, Columbina! He can manipulate space itself!
I know. Wait for the right moment. We'll strike together.
Found! Entropy! Did you honestly think that would hit me?
Go!
Enough! First, like an ant in my palm.
For your heinous crimes.
No longer must the world cower in the cold night.
Our future is not yours to control.
Let the moonlight dispel the darkness. Everlasting as the moon.
To the new world. Willfully blind. How can you be so satisfied with your fate?
This battle was never about fate. It's about friends, family, and the home you stole from them.
So dumb. Only the weak rely on each other for comfort. You shall see. Once I transcend fate, you will be nothing but fodder for my grand experiment.
That will never happen. No. This world is our home. No.
What are you trying?
The new moon, Mom.
All right. I suppose today is a special day after all.
Extra, extra! Get the latest Nasha Express here! Post-disaster, the voyage be...
I knew. They say a new moon goddess has been born.
A new moon goddess?
I guess so. I'm not too clued up on the... Hey, since we've come all this way...
Are you a convert now?
Oh, come on. What does it matter?
Come on! We gotta get... Shh, keep it...
It's okay. What about you? Did you still winding down from everything that's Okay. Well, we just went through Lornatar just still. But anyway, so chin up, Travel. Hey! Don't poke fun. Paimon didn't think you'd mention it. You have no idea how anxious. Well, if you really want to show Paimon yourself. Okay.
Huh? Hey there, Traveler and Paimon! Good morning!
Morning, Yehuda! Here for...
Oh, I've... Careful!
Yeah, shit,
True.
Well, no...
Try telling Boss Neff that. She's not exact...
Really?
I think things will work.
Paimon's with you.
All right. Life's slow... were you...
Yeah! We were gonna...
Sounds good.
Please accept today's boon.
Are Paimon's eyes this...
Hello there. Would you like a feast of the moon, along with some snacks of the day?
So, what's new, Anefa? It was only a few days... And I know too? What are you talking...
In the wake of the disaster, at times like the...
And we're using eggs and heating tube. Anefa! Did you hear that?
That's because it's true, I know. Proposal. If you can resist...
No, well... I need something to get me through the hard time. Mom!
Yes, dear. Go right ahead.
Excuse me. Could I take a photo with the robot lady? She helped us get safely out of Notcry, and she helped us get back home too. She's the best.
Of course she is. And since I'm the whiz kid who built her, that makes me even better than best, right?
But you stole my snacks though.
Oops.
Shall we move to the open space near the center? The view there is...
Thank you!
Aren't you the better pick for this job, Flint?
You underestimate yourself yet again, Master Ilua.
Not at all. I rarely come by Nashi Town. I don't know any of the big shots here.
All in good time. Socializing is a step-by-step journey.
But you're much further ahead on that road, aren't you?
You're not seeing the full picture. You know the truth now. My friends do not understand my habits. There is no question about it. The Lightkeepers need a representative in the League. Someone who is upright, cares about other people, and can realize their self-worth through group action.
You say it like you wouldn't make the cut.
I am most flattered that you think I would. Sigh a little less, Master Ilua, and have more faith in yourself. All the Lightkeepers agree that you're a very promising young man. That is precisely why Starshina Nikita felt safe delegating such important work to you.
I'm sure we all also agree that we would sooner die of dehydration than manage to wrangle anything out of you in a discussion. Whatever.
Oh, I'm sure you...
If you say so, but...
In Admiral, we have the...
Yeah.
Quite a few...
You seem well read.
I know no one's at. Well,
I'm sure you had a...
Wait, how'd you find... Yeah, you could say that, honestly.
Hey, looks like someone's taking the stage.
Can everyone see okay? Anyone need a boost?
I'll just listen from the back. Well, it's not every day that...
Soak it up like a sponge. I'll make sure...
Mr. Varka...
I can knight you.
Is he joke?
You'll have to figure... It is my honor to host the opening ceremony.
Could this person...
We come here today...
All right.
Come on.
Nodcry is our home, the land we rely on for survival. And as we chart a course for the...
Looks like we'll have more opportunities to travel in the future.
I'm sure you'll cope, Lady Moonchanter, given how fleet of foot you are. Unfortunately, I suspect I'll be too busy at the curatorium to act as your host. We have a busy schedule, not to mention an international network.
It'll be all right. I'll just check your schedule with Yehoda. I thought you'd approve. That's Columbina's return. As for the Frost Moon, it is up to us to...
I like the word. The Frost Moon's scions should count themselves lucky, but Nod cries...
Well... Unless...
For now.
What would make it worth your while?
Getting out.
Then maybe it's worth it.
All right.
You'd be...
Hey, you two! Congrats!
Nefer was trying...
Sorry, what?
Your conversations... Would you two care to join me for some tea before heading to your next destination?
Nicole? Wait, where are you? Aren't you gonna show up today?
Sadly not. I'm otherwise occupied right now. I'm sorry, Paimon. I can hear how disappointed you are. If it's any consolation, let me say that how things appear on the surface is a far cry from what they are at their core. Perhaps you'll feel better if you focus on the fact you have a special line of communication with the great mage herself.
Okay? Has something happened?
No, or not yet, anyway.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Not for the... Just think of this.
You could... Still, it's never gonna stop being...
Alright, fair point. I'll bet...
Yeah.
Alice just informed the disruption. She plans to... As for me, we have to I did notice... It looks just doing my duty. Of course. By the way, they're quite similar.
Oh!
Indeed. We went to great length. Anyway... Oh, you should head to the...
Freer than those in Monster.
You're here.
You're here too, Hat Guy!
No. I'm bound for Sumeru, and she for Fontaine. We just happened to cross paths at the harbor. Everything seems fine. Sandrone may have an abominable temper, but she's always been very...
You always...
Maybe I'm just a...
I certainly hope regardless.
Sandrone's the one who completed a seemingly impossible formula and turned the tide of the...
Even we were unaware that Sandrone had hidden the real form. She managed to fool Dottore into thinking the formula was running in her system by installing an identical-looking decoy within her.
She probably realized that she didn't have the strength to stop Dottore. She always worked like that. Always had a backup.
Well, that's why I'm traveling to... She said that should she ever... She also mentioned that she had made arrangements for people there to set her affairs in order. Some of her personal effects, such as her notes, were left to me. I've decided to take them back. However, There is one book among them that I'd like to leave in your care. I'll have someone deliver it to your residence at the flagship at a later date. No, I was specifically warned not to tell her. This is her last wish, and I will abide by it. I can only hope so, but none of us here can know for certain. I bade farewell to Columbina earlier today. As promised, she turned the iridescent moon's marrow over to me. She spent a long time with Sandrone's body, saying her goodbyes.
Oh, is she alright?
Sandrone's passing has left a great wound in all of our hearts. It will take time to heal, but Columbina surprised me. She offered me some words of comfort before I departed. Despite being grief-stricken herself, she showed an awareness of the feelings of others around her. She never used to act like this. Clearly, she has grown. And I suspect that we have you to thank for much of the change we are seeing in her. Huh. Snezhnaya, I shall return to Columbina. Hyposelenia's journey is on my ship. Traveler.
What are you still bumming around for? I thought today... You're afraid you won't?
Don't say that!
Fair point. They say blood's thicker than water. No matter what the truth turns out to be, finding the truth is important. At least, that's the What? Now that maybe I regret. Either way, I'm going back to Sumeru. You should continue with your journey, as you've always done. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet again someplace else.
So, what should we do now? After all, it hasn't been all that long since... Paimon's sure, but, no matter if you can't make sense of something... Feel better now? Alrighty.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see. Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention. What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
We're here! Can't quite believe we're meeting out here. We've gotten used to walking over to Silver Moon Hall whenever we go see you. Well, you're still welcome to go there whenever you want to see me. It's just, now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. Try and fit in with the Frost Moon Scions, like Lama suggested. The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare get too close, and they bow their heads when I walk by. But things are much better with the children. I see more curiosity in their eyes. Hopefully, by the time the next Moon Prayer Night comes around, I can enjoy the festival with them as myself, without having to pretend that I'm only dressed up as the Moon Goddess. You'll do fine, Columbina! I'm unsure they'll realize you're super nice once they get to know you better. You really think so? When we first met, you thought I was a little up in the clouds. We were just starting out then, come on! So Lama told you, huh? I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born. Oh, that's great! Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Lumine, what happened to our spaceship back then? Why did you leave? It's time to learn the truth at last. Ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Then let me open the way for you. Where does this lead? To our shared destination. remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? I said that my story began on the moon. But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was really hidden in the future. I just had yet to discover it at that point. The story of the time before I was born was in fact the story of my distant future. It's truly fascinating. But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality, I sensed something I hadn't expected. Your prologue.
So you mean...
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the Frost Moon, which lay beyond the sky. The great ruler of the firmament. The heavenly principles.
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible with Tevat. Or something that cannot be known. Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? I know it must have been hard to work up the courage to do this. Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon, with no chance to back out.
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Take me there.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, it belongs to me and Lumine. Those memories belong to us. No one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the heavenly principles.
Very well. Then let's go.
You two take care, alright? And don't forget to come back soon!
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Traveler, after you. Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon?
Yes. And hoping that it has a happy ending.
Stories like that don't exist, you know?
You don't believe in happy endings?
I don't believe in endings.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Tevat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky. she has lived in Tibet since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then, there's Sandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui. How I wish I could talk to her again, even if only to hear her say nasty things to me. Also, I saw your sibling's story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that she rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, she would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in her eyes.
Lumine.
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some Kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time. I remember writing something similar with you on Moon Prayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dodoko's Whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together. We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. It'll be alright.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment. Solitude at that night.
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Tevat is right there. All of our friends are...
You're right.
Finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the world with my own... Besides, I've always wondered how Tevat looks from the moon.
And what...
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here just gazing at it. What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time.
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give
Oh, I don't think...
I always assumed, but the logs show that...
Flew over?
No. The ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands of years. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing. When Lumine... Could this mean that she left the ship long before I did? Maybe even...
Are you alright?
Yes, I can feel that the truth is coming. I remember Lumine telling me, so this might be something that even she doesn't know.
Here, I made some space.
Oh, wait, there's one more.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina. An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Lumine's. She always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't...
Really?
Yes. It's still the same you. Traveler.
Home is... wherever Lumine is. But then after all, yes.
Would you change your answer if Tevat changed appearance?
I don't know. But I don't think so. The truth is not what matters most to me about Tevat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you... I thought that a home was but you and your friends taught me what a true home
That's because your friendship matters to us.
But after journeying now, I am glad that
I'm sure your friends are just as...
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvagi to Nodcry again.
Wait, but what about your body?
Oh, are you worried that I'll disappear again? I won't. Not this time. The Frost Moon has now entered the false sky, and I am the Trilune Goddess. I am only returning to Nodcry the part of me that it needs. I'm giving what I can, because my home is worth it. Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust this will help in your future adventures.
My power. It feels like it's grown. I can use the elements more freely now. Thank you. This will be—
You're welcome. I see you as fam. Here. This flower is for you.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. You will never see these flowers lose their color again. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving. How I wish I'd learned this sooner.
Hey, better late than never. What are you thinking about?
Why don't you take a guess?
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. Down into that. The moon, but on the moon, the haze that once enshrouded the sky. I don't have a lot of luggage, but I do. Next, to start with, I want to stay here just a little. After that,
These clothes bring back so many memories.
the journey goes on. Like I said, this is not the end. Oh, Most people, in fact, I sensed the energy. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnogrod. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free for Harbingers. I liked them a lot. Oh, is that your next destination? Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes. But I experience things differently than most people, so I can't know how cold it is. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I think they call it Kreshnik's torch. Every city in Snezhnaya is built around one of those. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was passing by on a railway train. It felt grand and distant. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnogrod. They give performances quite regularly. Oh, is that your next destination? Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes. But I experience things differently than most people, so I can't know how cold it is. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I think they call it— I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnogrod. They give performances quite regularly, and entry— Ice cold and sharp. Crystal clear in some ways, yet profoundly unfathomable in others. Like the thick layer of ice on top of a frozen lake. That's just the impression that Tsaritsa gives me. I was never able to glimpse what truly lies beneath that icy exterior. In fact, I don't think the people of Snezhnaya even know what kind of power their god wields. Maybe that's because the Tsaritsa herself has never acknowledged, nor accepted that power. Oh. In fact, I sensed the... I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free for Harbingers. I liked them a lot. There's Regrator, the Rooster, and the Jester. Between them, they control a lot of what happens in Snezhnaya. But I can never wrap my head around how exactly power is split between them. I just know they are each responsible for many specific domains. I noticed that the Rooster and Regrator often appear to get along on the surface, while working against each other in secret. And theirs is not a friendly rivalry. But I wasn't particularly interested, so I tended to keep my distance. Now that I think about it, the term Mistelton often seemed to come up in connection with Project Stuja. Once things settle down in Notcry, I'd like to explore the world beyond Snezhnaya. You've told me so many stories about the other places you've been to, and all the friends you've made there. I'm curious to visit those nations and see them for myself. It would also help me learn more about the journey that has made you into the person you are today. Okay. It shall cast down its true moonlight.
To Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. Ugh, this preamble is such a pain to write. It's probably high time we got rid of this acting business. I trust that Dern has updated you all on recent events. Hope we didn't worry you too much. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evil schemes. With that, I think it's safe to say that Notcry is finally out of the woods. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselette, aka the Moon Goddess, who has left their organization, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave and Marionette. May she rest in peace. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. But until we can ascertain the Tsaritsa's true intentions, the future remains uncertain. In a short while... Wait... How am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in the letter that I'm heading home? Well, that would be a huge waste. Okay, got it. I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in waves. I'm sure they'll be able to answer any questions you still have. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds, but if they do, I'm sure it'll be because they're just too exhausted from the long journey. I think of Mondstadt daily. Please give everyone my best regards. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other honors we can give him? I'll leave it with you. P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the Hexen Circle owed us, so we need to earn some more goodwill. If there's any serious problems, feel free to stick me in solitary confinement when I get back. I'll do the time for her. Whew. And that, as they say, is all she wrote. End of an era. And with the moon shining down brighter than ever, I think everyone is going to sleep well tonight.
I wonder how the food in Pyramida tastes.
Trust me, when it comes to local delicacies in Pyramida, nobody knows more than me.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
lot of people have reported seeing the
What could the
wild hunt
children be
recently,
up
but-
to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
How long am I going to be stuck with this busy work?
A lot of people have reported seeing the wild hunt recently, but... A lot of people have reported seeing the wild hunt recently, but... A lot of people have reported seeing the wild hunt recently,
How long am I going to be stuck with this busy work?
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
How long am I going to be stuck with this busy work?
A lot of people have reported seeing the wild hunt recently, but... A lot of people have reported seeing the wild hunt recently, but... A lot of people have reported seeing the wild hunt recently, but...
Transfixed!